guys, you know when I'm back on your screen, I am here with a good news. Like, I am here with something that you are going to learn from. I know most of you don't even know about your culture. Why can't you just stay glued to your screen so that you won't miss out from this episode? You all know this is Jordan with Amoke. We are back here again. So this episode is all about our culture and entertainment, the relationship between them. Most of you don't even know the meaning of culture, talk less of how they mix with entertainment. Culture is part of entertainment. Do you know? I am telling you today. So on this episode, we have our guest on set, and I'll be speaking to her now so that she is going to be shedding more light on culture and entertainment. Our guest is a chanter and MC, Alagaiduro, and she sells Amoke. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Ekaro.
Amoke Oloriki. It's nice meeting you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Wow. I think I'm going to learn a lot on this show. And I am happy because of this episode, because most people have lost what we call culture. Most people don't even know the culture of where they come from. So I think by doing this, we are going to shed more light for people that want to know more about their culture. Can you please introduce yourself now?
Okay, hello everyone. Kango langbo hago ogo. Kage ntakere egbe. Bákẹ́rẹ́ gbé ti tóbi tó ń kó lóhùn àgògò lẹ́nu Àmọ̀kẹ́ Oloriki mo tún dé o. Àmọ̀kẹ́ Oloriki lórúkọ tèmi wọn ní Fẹ́lómi ṣe mí láti Elédùmarè.
Welcome on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Ẹ fẹ́ ṣe tiwantiwa ní Adéfẹ́sọ Òyìnbó.
Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ló wà lẹ̀ á blend ẹ̀ sínú ara.
Because it's very important. We are talking about culture here, so you should be able to like. So the first thing I want to ask you is, you're growing up, how was it like?
Okay, my growing up, to God be the glory. It's a mix of everything, the hustle, the bustling, and everything. But alhamdulillah, God is good. All praise to God, we are here. Okay, I grew up in Ilorin with my parents, primary school, secondary school. I attended Karate Polytechnic, then University of Ilorin, where I studied performing arts.
Wow. That means I don't really have to ask much why you choose this type of career.
Yes, being a graduate of performing arts, it's a blend. So though I've been doing my chanting before performing arts, but performing arts give me other exposure and other platforms to leverage my talent.
That is very good. I'm so happy to hear that. Anyways, does your growing up has anything to do with your choice of career?
Of course.
How?
Most importantly, I've always known myself to be a culture enthusiast, even when I don't understand what it means. I could remember when my sisters would be saying my choice of songs are weird, that is fun, because I wanted to let me put it this way, that's usually my choice. So I think my interest for Wiki, before I even know I have the talent, started from when we have a neighbor in our former house that likes Baba Ajobiwe.
I can remember Ajobiwe.
All thanks to God.
I can remember, yes.
All thanks to God is my mentor. So anytime he bought the disc or anything, he would play it. You know, a child that is growing up, my interest is usually different to other kids around the house. So anytime he have a new one, he definitely call me that, Ife, Motira, Kimi Tutu, Kimi Kokiko, so Mama Bo and her. So before I know what is happening, the interest and everything is building up, so, and opportunities.
That means I would just say, because the reason why most people do business in Nigeria is that for survival. Most people, even if you ask them the reason why they choose a particular career, they might not even be able to defend it. They might just say because they are broke or supper. That means your own is passion. You have passion for the job you are doing now, right?
Of course, I have passion for what I'm doing, but let me say I have passion for it is one side. Doing the business that gives joy, love, appreciation to people is another
side. That is very good. So what made you choose chanting as a choice of career?
Okay, before chanting or before me coming up to saying I want to take it serious, on the official, this will be my 5th year. On the all those, come and do this, come and do that. I think that's like since 2014.
Wow.
But I think during lockdown, I took it more serious because I think there's a lot of chanters that sprung up during lockdown because I think a lot of professions, a lot of different works started. So I think I was online during lockdown. I saw some videos and I was like, really? I think I can do it better than this person. And this person are out there that then it's time to take it as a proper work. And here we are, to the glory of God.
So for people, even me, I won't say for viewers, for people like us that does not really know, because I used to come across this chanting whatever online. I'll just be like, you know, some people just be like, these people that are local, how do you be doing birthday? Most times I saw that people that are celebrating birthday will just be like, there is chanter here and everything. I would be like, why would you be doing birthday and bringing people like this? So many people, their thinking is that maybe people that does this kind of profession, they are local or they are uneducated people.
Of course, there are some people that are uneducated, but I think right now the industry has really evolved. There are more than educated individuals out there. A lot. If I want to start mentioning name, I may miss out. So it's better I don't mention name. We have a lot of big boys in our industries that are either graduates of KWASU, graduates of other universities that I don't just need to be mentioning it. But I think where I'm sitting, I can count up to like 20 people that are university graduates and they are doing well in lots of other schools. And
I love this.
In a nutshell, chanters are not local. Akonje Agbashaga.
Agbashaga. I love this. I love this initiation a lot. I love it. I love this. Another thing I want to ask about is that for viewers and even me, we don't really know much about this chanting. What can you tell me the definition of chanting?
Okay, let me start with what is culture. In a layman language, culture is the total way of life and of a group of people. And now there are different ways to which we showcase culture in our language, our dressing, our food, our music. So back to chanting. Chanting is like an aspect of Yoruba culture.
Oh, so when we're talking about chanting, is it only tied down to Yoruba culture?
Of course, other tribes use chants, but the sonority to it, the way to be so sonorous, the way to be implicit to your ear, I think it's more of a Yoruba thing. It's funny that we now have clients from other languages that chant or that love chanting. Last year drove me to the glory of God because I had to chant in 4 different languages. I have a client who she's a Yoruba, her husband is an Igbo man. But because she loves chanting, she ensured that I chant for the husband in Igbo, Yoruba, French, and English.
Wait,
so it's a combination.
I am so sorry to cut you there. So what you mean now is that you can speak other language aside Yoruba?
If works calls for it, we will need to learn it, and I make sure I deliver it.
Your work is really, I really love it. Actually, your work is really different. It's really different because in the case that you have to learn other languages in order for you to deliver well, that means you really know what you're doing.
Because different customers calls for different things. You may not know it like the original owner of the language, but at least if they are saying
give it a trial. Yeah, that is very good. So can you just tell us, shed more light on chanting?
Okay, as I said earlier, chanting ewì kíké ara àwọn ọ̀nà tí a máa fi ń gbé àṣà wa ga nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ara rẹ̀ a máa ń ṣe oríkì níbi oríṣiríṣi ayẹyẹ. Ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbà wọ́n ṣe oríkì níbi birthday, ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbà wọ́n ṣe oríkì níbi ìgbéyàwó, ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbà wọ́n ṣe oríkì ní social gathering, ìgbà míì bóyá wọ́n ṣe seminar àbí conference, ìgbà míì à ń ṣe níbi ayẹyẹ òkú àgbà. Oríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà ni ewì kíké wà, ìjálá wà, ẹ̀sà wà, gbogbo á padà sínú oríkì ẹni tá a bá ń ṣe. Oríkì ẹni tá a bá ń ṣe, bóyá oríkì ìlú ni, bóyá oríkì èèyàn, gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ̀
ìlú ara wọn. Ẹ bọ̀ ẹ ní sùúrù, ẹ má dà mí lọ́pọlọ yín. ewì mo ti mọ ewì látìgbà kékeré mi. Ẹ lè fi Yorùbá rú mi lójú o. Ilé lẹ wá. Mo mọ ewì látìgbà kékeré mi. But ìjálá, I know Oloriki, Abeke, Asake. Okay, so what's the meaning of ìjálá?
Ìjálá.
Ṣé níbi òkú náà ti máa ń ṣe ìjálá ni?
No, ìjálá is àwọn ọdẹ ló ní ìjálá. Nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tá a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ oríkì ewì gbogbo ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀ ní àwọn iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe tó jẹ́ pé they are known for some certain professions. Let me put it that way. Ìjálá is mostly for the hunters. If they are coming from war or if they are going to war, ibi tí ó ti originate wá nìyẹn. Ṣùgbọ́n nísìnyí tí n bá fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ èèyàn nísìnyí mo lè infuse ìjálá sínú ewì tí mò ń ké. Ká kàn sọ pé oríṣi ọ̀nà tí a fi ń gbá ṣàgà náà ni. So a ní ìjálá, a ní ewì, a ní oríkì. A ní ẹ̀sà. Kí tó lẹ́sà? Ẹ̀sà pípè.
Actually, ìtumọ̀ ẹ̀sà tẹ́mi mọ̀ ní pé tó máa ń ṣàyàn. Is it the same thing?
Ẹ̀sà pípè náà ni èèyàn téèyàn ń kì, èèyàn ń sà á náà ni. Pé Àdìgún kí mórí ba lọ́dọ̀ àwọn bàbá rẹ̀, èèyàn ń sa ẹnìyẹn, èèyàn ń kì í. Ó kàn ọ̀rọ̀ oríṣi méjì tó túmọ̀ sí nǹkan ẹyọ̀kan gẹ́gẹ́ bó ti yé èmi.
How do you now know all this chanting? Like, especially all this count? Because you said Ajobiwe is one of your mentors. I can remember back then because my dad is high on culture. Yes. So even he made it to the extent that you know all these songs. Ìyálẹ́bùn mi ló ní tèmi dọ́là. My dad bought it.
Ìyálẹ́bùn mi ló ní tèmi dọ́là.
You know all these things.
Yes, and basically culture, not nothing propagate and then lesson.
Yeah, they are promoting culture at the same time giving us lesson. Okay. So you said Ajobiwe is your mentor. So whenever I watch the Ajobiwe video, like he will chant, is it chant? Different sound. How is it easy?
It's not so easy and it's easy at the same time. In whatever you do, there's room for learning and there's room for research. I think majorly for Oloriki, the way I do, I don't know the way other people do, but the way I think most people do is that we research into any ìlú tá a bá fẹ́ ṣe. So àwọn ìlú kan ti wà tó jẹ́ pé the more you do it, the more it sticks to your brain. So let me say most times if we have to do anything, either you go online or you look for an in-house person
that knows about
it. There was a time that I had to go online to do something. When I posted the work, what I had online wasn't so correct. So I have to be corrected from another person. And ever since then, I go down. So a lot of times we research, we practice. A lot of times so that whatever you want to present is at least in your head.
Because if business or whatever services you are doing, you have to keep learning every time.
You have to. You cannot know everything.
So I am from Osun State.
Oh, so you are from Osun?
I am from Osun.
Ìlú àwọn tó lẹ́wà. Tó jẹ́ pé tẹ́ bá rí wọn báyìí, rondo ní.
They say that a lot. Anyways, one man song.
Mo ní Ọ̀ṣun lé téńté, Ọ̀ṣun lé téńté.
Can you bring money, you guys? Ẹ kó gbogbo ẹ̀jọ̀. I want to spend money.
Ọ̀ṣun wá ti dòṣùpá o. Ọ̀ṣun lé téńté. Mo ní tẹ́lẹ̀ rú àgbo. Àkàrà àgbo. Lọ́sùn fi wẹ̀ ọmọ rẹ̀ kí dókítà ó tó dé. Àbí mọ̀mọ́ dáná lé Ọ̀ṣun là ń fẹ́ yìí kí. Àbí mọ̀mọ́ dáná lé Ọ̀ṣun là ń fẹ́ yìí kí.
If you want her to chant for you, can you see? She know how to chant a lot. Orí mi dẹ̀ wù. You took me back up. I am so happy. Thank you for that. Do you think people appreciate this job the way they should?
Okay, to a very good extent, I think they do. Of course, if you are doing something, it may not resonate to everybody. But I think for any culture lover, anyone that is proud of their origin or their background, they appreciate it. You can still get more other people to appreciate it.
Okay, that's good. So what kind of occasion do you think they need your service more?
Okay. Àwa la gbàṣàgà, àwa la múlùúdùn, àwa ni aródeyọ̀ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀. I think for Oloriki, for Ewi, chant and everything, gbogbo ibi tán bá ti ń ṣe nǹkan ayọ̀ náà ni. And there's this saying, tán ní ṣẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀ kò kí ń bá wọn ròde ìbànújẹ́. Àwa akéwì òde ayọ̀ la mọ̀ ń lọ. Bí òde ìgbéyàwó, bí òde ayẹyẹ ọjọ́ ìbí, bí òde ìṣílé, bí òde òkú àgbà àti gbogbo ibi tí wọ́n bá ti ń ṣe nǹkan láyọ̀ tí àwọn tí wọ́n sì fẹ́ràn àṣà tí wọ́n bá ti wà ń bẹ̀.
Nǹkan ayọ̀ ní tán nínú ilé gbogbo wa o.
Àmì àṣẹ, àmì àṣẹ.
So, in this very tough time that people find it difficult to hit, talk less of like having elaborate occasion, how do you cope? Because before people can remember that let me employ chanters or something, you understand now, people are managing this time. How do you cope with your job?
Of course, everybody are trying to survive and hit. I think me as a person and that I know of other persons, a lot of persons that is into our business have other things they do to blend into.
Okay, is there any other things you do aside chanting?
Okay, and like one of my friends used to say that I'm Gogolowo, I'm educated Alarobo, because I chant, I do Oloriki, Amoke Oloriki, I sell Ashoke, I do Alagaduro and Ijoko. That's traditional wedding compare. Okay. I do that. Okay. I am a realtor. I sell land to buy your. The funny part that I have a lot of people for, I also do a susu. That's daily and monthly.
A susu in 7 doors. Is it a susu in 7 days?
Not a susu in 7 days. A susu
by you.
Ajo daily.
Okay, so that's what they call it.
And that's another name for it. Okay. That's another name for it. So go there, Papo. So let me just say.
But there is something that caught my attention in all this you mentioned. You said Alaga Ijoko.
Alaga Iduro and Ijoko.
Ijoko. I've never heard of Alaga Ijoko. I know of Iduro very well. Can you expatiate on that?
Okay. Alaga Iduro and Ijoko. It's a traditional wedding compare. The two. It's either níbi òde kí wọ́n pé méjì àbí kí èèyàn ẹyọ kan kó ṣe. Alága ìdúró ni ó mọ rẹpírẹ́sẹ̀ntì ilé ọkọ níbi ìyàwó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Alága ìjókòó ni ó rẹpírẹ́sẹ̀ntì ilé ìyàwó. So ọ̀nà fi máa ní alága ìdúró and alága ìjókòó. So ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbà èèyàn ẹyọ kan ó ṣe, ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbà èèyàn méjì yóò ṣe lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀.
So have you ever think of giving up on your craft?
Of course, there have been so many times. So many times, generally life is full of ups and downs. So many times I look at my account balance or my record and I'll be so proud of, wow, this is the best decision. And another moment, I'll just angrily apply to any next vacancy that I see out there.
Okay, there is one question I want to ask you. What keeps you going? Like, we all know that business is not all about making sales all the time. What now keeps you going, that keeps you upright? Like, okay, I will keep doing this thing. What keeps you going?
I think the motivation, let me say, being blessed with good people around. And one of the drive I have presently, all thanks to God, all thanks to my parents, but presently is all thanks to my husband. He is like a force that even when I'm not ready, when I'm discouraged, he will, no, you can. And then people out there that are
enjoying what you are doing,
that are referring us, that are enjoying what we do, is one drive to keep on keeping on.
And another thing I want to add to what she just said now, in whatever you want to do, if anybody comes to me now and be like, can you tell me what to, if I want to start a particular business, what should be my first thing I have to have in mind? Business is not all about capital alone. If the business is all about capital, you see all these rich people venturing into business. But one thing about business is that if you want to start any business, make sure you have passion for it. Because your passion will keep you going, and your passion will be your drive. There will be time you will be down. There will be time there will be no sales. But that passion is your drive. It will always be your drive. Thank you. So, what are your victories, your challenges and victories on this job?
It's a lot on the both sides, but we keep on keeping on. I think one of my wins was when I did a freestyle somewhere. Someone reposted on his page. This person is not even a Yoruba that does not understand what.
And he reposted.
Wow. And before you know what, get to one place. That was the first time that I got paid in dollars because someone saw it on his page. He reached out. I was paid, and that's really a breakthrough for me that, oh, okay, if my work will get noticed this way, then I need to keep on keeping on. That's one aspect of it, and some other referrals and a lot of things that we enjoy as God's grace, because in all of these things, you can't take God away out of it. And challenges, yes, a lot of challenges. I think I have two that I always remember. One was when I had to travel to Abuja for a job. The person couldn't pay me to afford flight and all, but because it's what I need to do, I just have to manage and go through the route. While coming back, car developed fault that we have to sleep inside the bus, or let me say the car, till the second day. Funny enough, I tried to even book an hotel. The person that followed me got there. The guy was, I can't be saying that on screen. It made it obvious that it wasn't safe for me to stay there. So I have to just manage myself and sleep inside the car. That's one. Another one that I can't forget, towards the end of last year, and I have a client who has paid me for like 5 months prior to our events, only to cancel out in 3 days to the events when I had already missed out on 4 jobs. That really got to me, but I took it as well. It's one of those things. That's like one of my, because the day that I had to have 4 jobs, of course I can't do the whole 4 jobs, but I could have gotten one proper job. But because someone has paid, I said, okay, she has paid more than 50% of her money, only for me to use that day to sleep.
She did not later call you.
She said they won't be needing the service.
So what happened to the money?
Of course, there's no refund.
100%.
Of course, there's no refund, but that she wasted that day for me really got to me. Like 3 days, someone paid you 5 months to event, and 3 days to event, they are reaching out that it's cancelled. It's one of those things.
You just keep trying. You can't give up. You don't have choice. So there's something I want to say. I am not a feminist, but we must create a safe environment for every female child out there. So I want to ask that, do you train people on this particular thing you do?
Occasionally I train people that showed interest.
Okay, what advice can you share with the viewers?
Okay,
talk to the viewers.
To our viewers out there, it's Jot Down with Amoke, and I'm honored and pleasured to be here on your screen. Of course, we all keep learning, we all keep relearning. But I always say, in whatever you do, be conscious of who you are. I think the drive of being conscious of who you are will keep your strength. And of course, business is a lot. Being an entrepreneur is a lot. There will be time you want to give up. There will be time you'll be proud of your decision. But in it all, ensure that you have the inner strength to carry through anything you are doing. Life will be sweet one moment, another moment it may be the other way. But just be sure of who you are. Be sure of what you carry. And let me put this, that we are in the era of social media. I think in whatever you do, don't be too driven with what you see online. Of course, everybody posts their perfect moments and everybody posts their success out there. But enjoy your wins. know that you are trying and your story is yours and you will get there.
So she has said it all, but let me add to what she just said. But I won't be talking about business today. I'll be talking about culture. Don't forget your culture is your heritage. Don't think because of the time we have now, you forget about your culture. Culture is very important in whatever you do. Promote your culture. Embrace your culture. Let people know about your culture. It is very important. Thank you. So thank you, Ma, for coming on the show. So we have a small gift for you.
Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ ooo, ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ gidi gan.
Ẹ bá wa sọ wípé iléeṣẹ́ wo ní jóná.
Lockdown with Amoke ẹ̀ẹ́sẹ̀ tẹ̀ pé mi ó. Mo pé lágbára Elédùmarè ọba òkè òkè. Òkè òkè ilẹ̀ ó mọ̀ lọ iléeṣẹ́ yìí ò ní jóná.
Ẹ ṣeun.
Mo pé ọpọlọ yóò ní dọ́bà, kò ní dọ́bà láti Elédùmarè ọba Amoke Oloriki lèmi ń jẹ́ ooo, ẹ ṣé ooo.
You have a very nice voice.
Thank you.
I love this. So before we go, we have 5 slots from her. She wants to train people. She said she's not even that, like, it's just occasionally, but I've begged her that in order to just try to support people out there. So if you are interested to train with her, just make sure you drop a comment on our social media. So I'll be picking at random people that will be training with her. 5 slots only. Don't forget, this is Just Down with Amoke. I'll be seeing you next time. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and share. Thank you for watching. See you next time.